everyone. I'm John Hill, Media Services Director for the Detroit City Council. And today here on Council View, we have, I guess, it's nothing but a pleasure, and it's also a privilege to have with us on the show Miss Brooklyn Fisher. Now, this young lady blessed us at a formal session recently with her singing ability, and she's one of Detroit's true jewels. You know, born and raised in Detroit, right, Brooklyn?
Yes.
All right. How old are you now?
7.
7 years old?
Yes.
And Brooklyn, let me tell you, I was amazed, and everybody had said, you just floored everybody at City Council during that formal session with your voice. And, you know, it's a God-given talent, as you know, and truly only a small percentage of people have the talent that you have. Let me ask you, when did you know that you can sing?
I really don't know, but when I was getting older, I could notice that I had something.
You had something. All right, and so did your family start to embrace your singing ability when you were?
Yes.
Yeah, and you started singing roughly when you were how old?
When I was 2. And then they didn't notice until one day I asked my pastor, could I sing? And he said, yeah, and they thought I couldn't sing, and they was laughing, and I went up there and I started singing, and as soon as you knew it, when I walked back off the stage, they was crying.
Wow, so you touched people and just sent chills through them.
Yes.
You know, that's funny. If I was at your church, your pastor would have been right about me, because I would have been one of the kids that couldn't sing. As one of the grown-ups that can't sing still. Now, now, when you came to City Council, one of the things that President Pugh was talking about, let me ask you this first, how did you meet President Pugh? Well, he said it was at a Target, or?
Yeah, Target. So we was walking down the aisle, and we saw him. I said, Mom, who was that? And then she said, I don't know. And then I was like, let me think for a second. Then I was like, oh, that's Charles Pugh. And then she was like, yeah, come on. And we were chasing him through outside of it, and then he had some guards on the side of him. And then he looked back, and he said, back up. And then he said, hi, sweetheart. And then that's when my mom pulled out her phone and showed me the video of Stevie Wonder.
Well, now, the video, well, let me ask you this. How did you know who President Pugh was?
President Pugh, I saw him on the news, like, when I was little, I saw him on the news, but I couldn't embrace for a second. Then I looked at him again, then I said, oh, that's Charles Pugh. Yeah,
and did you know he was president of the City Council also?
No.
Yeah, so that just was mind-blowing, that this man does so much. First he's on the news, and then he's president of the City Council.
Yeah.
Well, I know he loves you, and he loves your talent. He just raved about you, as well as all the other City Council members here after you sung. And I think it's kind of like at church. No, but you had we had a Star Pack Day that day because the people were here for My Brother Marvin. So the cast was here for that. And I just want to say again that everybody was completely amazed at your singing. Now, you showed him the Stevie Wonder video.
Yeah, I showed him. He was surprised for a second, and then he grabbed his heart. And then we were like, oh, he was like, I'll see you somewhere, someday.
That's what President Pugh said? Yeah.
And then he walked away, and we walked away.
All right, and then he brought you in to do the City Council meeting. I just want to say to you that I know that you're going to move a lot of people, you know, not only here in the city, but in the world with your voice. And one day, as a matter of fact, I brought my little camera so I can take a picture of you, and so when you start singing, you become big time, I can say I know you. Is that all right?
Yeah.
That'll work. And now, this Stevie Wonder thing, it's the toys. What is this all about?
House full of toys. Well,
House full of toys?
Yeah. So I went with my aunt. She had to get her hair done.
Uh-huh.
And my aunt cuts her hair, so we went to the barbershop. And we was in there, Stevie Wonder's cousin manager was in there.
So Stevie Wonder still has like roots here in the city, huh?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know.
So he said, oh, let me call my cousin. And then he called Stevie Wonder's manager. And the manager said, I have to tell Stevie about this. And then the day when it was over, he called me the other day. And then I was surprised.
He called you? Stevie Wonder called you?
Yes.
What was his
and
first words? What did he say?
He said, "Hi, Brooklyn." And he was playing his piano, messing around.
In the background?
Yes.
Wow.
And we started talking, and he said, how would you like if you would come down to my house and sing for him?" And we went to California. We went to his house, and I did a great job. That he said, "Why don't you come to the house full of toys tonight?" And I said, "Sure." And then we went to the hotel. We was getting ready, and he said, "I can open up for him," and I opened up for him.
Wow. Now, what did you sing when you opened up for him? Do you remember?
I forgot.
Okay, that's no problem. What is House Full of Toys all about? Because I know there's a lot of stars that are involved in House Full of Toys, right?
You know how Justin Bieber and Drake was just getting started, or Drake was just coming back? It's just to get the city or country and everybody to know them again and know that what they're about to do and tell everybody about them. That's what it's like for
Oh, okay. So Justin Bieber started out with a House Full of Toys, too.
Yes.
And who else did you say?
Drake.
Drake started out with House Full of Toys. So you're about to be big time, huh?
I don't know. I hope.
You will. Well, what I want to do, I want to take a break right here. And I want you, if you could, can you, and I'm going to ask you to sit down, but at the end, I'm going to ask you to, oh, first of all, let's say this before we take a break. Now, and we're going to talk about this a little bit more, but you're on YouTube, right?
Yes.
And how can people look at you on YouTube?
They can go on Brooklyn Fisher's channel, but you have to scroll down, not Brooklyn 29. And you can also find me on YouTube at Brooklyn Fisher House Full of Toys Sings with Stevie Wonder.
Okay, so if they type in YouTube, Brooklyn Fisher and House Full of Toys, it'll come up, the video come up.
But it's more easier when you type in Brooklyn Fisher channel.
Channel 29, is it?
No.
Brooklyn Fisher, get me right. It's Brooklyn Fisher what?
Brooklyn Fisher channel.
Brooklyn Fisher channel, just period.
Yep.
Okay, we can do that. And because if you get a large number of views, and we'll talk about this when we come back out the break, but if you get a large number of views, you have a chance of going on the Ellen DeGeneres show, is that right?
Yes.
All right, you looking forward to that?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get you on there. The city of Detroit is going to shine, and they're going to go and watch your YouTube channel, and I'm going to go on and I'm going to send out blasts, and I want everybody out there to go and send out blasts so we can get you on Ellen DeGeneres.
Okay.
All right, so can you take us out with song? And I'm going to ask you to sit this time. I know you like, any song you want to sing?
I'm a scat.
You going to scat?
Yeah.
You can scat? What do you know about scatting?
I got it from Amy Winehouse.
Wow. Well, go for it.
Ba-ba-boo, boo, your baggage, boo, your babble, shababoo, baby. Ba-ba-boo, baboo, baboo, boo, boo. Yeah, baboo, boo, your baggage, boo, your babble. Ba-ba-boo, baby. Ba-ba-boo, baboo, baboo, boo, boo.
That was beautiful. Well, we'll be right back after these messages with more Brooklyn Fisher. All right, we'll be right back after these messages, so please stay tuned. And you've heard this young lady's voice. You're going to hear a lot more on More Counsel View. We'll see you after these messages. You did a good job.
Ba-ba-boo, boo, your baggage, boo, your babble. Ba-ba-boo, baby. Ba-ba-boo, baboo, baboo, boo, boo. Yeah, baboo, boo, your baggage, boo, your babble. Ba-baboo, baby, baby, baboo, 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 boo, boo.
That's good. I got to clap. You get a one-man ovation right now. Brooklyn, you know, so many people spend so much time talking about negative things that kids are doing, you know, in Detroit. And some kids, it's not a lot, but just a minute. And you are an example of the talent that we have in Detroit. Now, I take it you're doing very well in school also, right?
Yeah.
No problem. You like school?
Yes.
That's good. You know, and this is one thing that this show is all about, is highlighting all of the talents that we have in Detroit. So I want to say that I'm blessed, and I thank you for coming out to the show today. We're blessed by being able to hear you sing now and in the future.
Anytime.
All right, that'll work. That'll work. I remember when you're big time and your tickets are $200 a pop. I remember you said that, okay?
Okay.
So now, Brooklyn, this YouTube video that you have, why is it so important that people support you, and not only because you can sing very well, but why is it so important that they go and listen to you on YouTube?
Because Detroit support Detroit.
Detroit supports Detroit. Well, if you get enough views on YouTube, what happens?
I go to Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres? And that's, a lot of people have gotten their starts on Ellen DeGeneres, right?
Yes.
So you're really excited about that?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know what you're going to sing yet on Ellen DeGeneres?
I don't know, but I have a backup song.
You have a backup solo.
If
Now, on what are some of the other things that you love to sing, and how much of your time do you spend singing and practicing and rehearsing? And
Well, I go to voice lessons and I like sing there, and I sing at home in the shower, getting dressed, playing. It's just like watching TV. Like if I hear a sound of music, it just makes me want to sing. And sometimes I sing and I don't know what's coming out of me.
wow,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. And do you pick up all sorts of different types of genres of music, right? Yeah. What's your favorite right now?
My favorite is like hip hop and country.
Hip hop and country. Okay. How'd you start listening to country music?
Cause I listen to Taylor Swift, and
Yeah, she's
she
good.
sing country but kind of hip hop.
Yeah, she's very good. So you might come up with your own little flavor. Do you write a lot of songs?
Yeah.
You really?
Yeah, at the end I'll let you listen.
What things do you write about right now?
Like, it's like hard to explain, but I got it on my phone, so.
You got it on your phone. You know, I just say all this because it's so important, and I wish I would have found my love when I was your age, but it's so important that people find their love and what they love to do, because, you know, wise people have said, if you find your love, you'll never have to work a day in your life, because you'll just be doing what you love to do, so it'll be a pleasure. Now, what's the greatest feeling or sensation that you've had, greatest moving experience when you're singing for people? Was it there at church when people were crying, or was it?
I like when they cry and when I make the day and make them feel good.
Yeah, start
Smile.
clapping and singing along with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was it? We talked about the toy chest, was it? What was it? You gotta
House
let me.
full of toys.
House full of toys. Okay, I got that one wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a toy chest.
So we went to the house full of toys. How was it singing at the house full of toys and with, you know, all the star power and everything that was there?
Well, at first I was nervous, like, what if I fall? What if I do this? But when I got on stage, I felt good.
Yeah, everything just melted. Okay, now I'm gonna ask you one more time, and at last I'll let you stand up, but this time I'm gonna ask you to just sing one more time. You can look directly at that camera while you're sitting down, and take us to break.
All right. Brooklyn is my name, and singing is my claim to fame, and I won't stop until I reach the top. And when I get there, my dreams will take me everywhere. I can't wait to tell the world.
Perfect, perfect, Brooklyn. Again, good job. this Council View, where we've been talking to a young, talented lady, talent beyond means, if you will, Brooklyn Fisher. I want to say, Brooklyn, I want to say thank you again for gracing us with your talent. And I will say this, one thing that I love and why I knew I love it is because when I used to watch commercial or movies, and this is why I got into this video world and ultimately into a film world, but I could see things put in a certain way, and if they were perfect, I would get chills, you know, up the back of my neck, and I just know it's perfect. And if it wasn't perfect, and I still to this day, I can see things and say, oh, this needs to be placed there, this needs to be, if they can put, you know, switch things around. So you have something, Brooklyn, that is perfect in concept, and I know you're working and molding your craft, but I applaud you for what you're doing. That'll work. So you've heard it here on Council View. You've heard this talent that we have, this blessing that we have to Detroit. Brooklyn, I'm going to ask you to look at that camera and to, mention to people how they should look at your video one more time and why they should, if you could tell them.
You should look up my video because Detroit supports Detroit, and you should help. And you can type in Brooklyn Fisher channel, and Brooklyn Fisher sings with Stevie Wonder House Full of Toys.
That'll work, Brooklyn. Good job once again. And thank you for joining us again for another Council View. Now, please go to look at Brooklyn's video on YouTube. Just Brooklyn and Stevie Wonder. If you combine those two words, it will come up. Tell your friends, tell your family, and like we said, it doesn't just have to be friends and family in Detroit, friends and family in Michigan, friends and family in the United States. It can be wherever they are in the world, as long as they have internet to view that video. They will be blessed by viewing it. And it's real important at this point too that we also mention Detroit is filled with talent. It's important that you find your talent and bless people with it, whatever your talent is. Your talent may be as Brooklyn's talent is in singing, in promoting and managing. Your talent may be helping an elderly person that is in need. Your talent could be anything, but whatever your talent is, find that talent, utilize that talent to help others, and be blessed. We'll see you on the next Council View. Take care. Now, I'm going to ask you, Brooklyn, can you take us out with a song?
This I'm tired. Options of you. I'm trying to pray, but where are you? I'm all churched out, hurt and abused. I can't face what's left to do. Truth is I'm weak, no strength to fight, no tears to cry. Even if I try, but still